Hi everyone, welcome to Tammy's Creative Cards and Crafts. I'm Tammy and I'm coming on this evening to show you a little bit more of some of the earrings that I was making for my Christmas craft show, which is the final one, is coming up on Saturday. My husband has been baking all day. You could smell this place. It's just heaven. So I'm going to do another video tomorrow and give you an update and show you what's all been going on out there and show you everything that he's been baking. So in the last video, I showed you some of the different earrings that I have made. The little candy cane ones, these little angels, and I just packaged them up this way on a little card, put the little hole in there, put my little stamp on the back, and package them up so they stay nice and clean. Angel one, let's see, these little trees, Mr. and Mrs. Santa, really cute. Let's see. These type of candy canes. Some more Mr. and Mrs. Santa. There was these trees as well. They're really cute. They have the little star on there. And yeah, I made lots of Mr. and Mrs. Santa because I think they're going to be popular. So I just was playing around and literally just in here playing around with different beads and stuff. I did make Grinches, which he's probably my favorite. So here is one of the little Grinchy guys, and he has his little pom-pom on his hat on the top and his little legs, and I did the green, of course, head and the little feet. And here is the other guy here. So we have two Grinches. And then I did another Mr. and Mrs. Santa, but I did them this way. Sorry, these were Mr. and Mrs. Snowman, Frosty, Mr. and Mrs. Frosty. And so I needed to do some, of course, Santa, Mr. and Mrs. Claus. So I did those up, and I put the decorative bead on top there and the rhinestone beads at the top of hers. She has the little lace trim around her neck and around her waist, and the little beads for the feet. Very cute. I made these ones tonight, and they're supposed to look like little Christmas lights. They're just little beads with little tiny, see if you can get that up there. Little tiny, I don't know what they're called, little rondelle beads. I'm sorry, I don't know the names of these beads yet, but if I can get closer, see if I can get closer. They're like a little, they're just like, let me show you one here. They're just like this, oops. They're just like this bead right here, only much, much tiny. So I made those to make them look like little lights. And then these ones, I'm really proud of. I think they look awesome. And these are made to look like the Nutcracker. And I think those look super, super cute. And again, it's just the black beads at the bottom, the two navy ones one of those ones that I just showed you, the gold. And then it has the little lace bead at the top there around his neck, a little pearlized one, and then one with the rhinestones, and then a black bead, and then a little tiny bead at the top. And this is on a 2-inch head pin, and then I just link it at the top there. And that's how you made those little nutcrackers. I think those are adorable. I made a couple of pairs of those. I think those are going to be very popular. And then I wanted to make some ones with little bells, so I made these ones here, these little green ones, and they had the little bell sound. And I made the same in the red. Cute. And then I did a pair in the gold with the crystal. And I think they're going to sell as well. I'm sure these will sell. I did a couple more Grinch ones. Now these ones turned out really cute. They're supposed to mimic little candies, you know, that are wrapped up. So here we go. Like you would get in Quality Street. They're beautiful glass beads. And I did ones with silver and one with gold. Aren't those sweet? And like I said, the glass beads are just gorgeous. Like, look at this bead up close. You can see through it, but there's like a design through the middle. And I made a pair of those. 2 pairs of those. And so that's how far I got with the earrings. I think altogether I have about 25 pair. I may make a few more, give or take, maybe 30 pair altogether. And then I made some of these zipper pulls. Now you can use them as a zipper pull on your coat. You can put them on your purse. But I made this little one here with the silver heart. Oh, I made these actual, they're not Christmassy ones. They're just beautiful little purple ones. And they have this gorgeous glass pearlized purple bead. So I made a pair of those. And I might do a few more of just regular earrings, not Christmas ones. And I made 5 of these angels that are, again, zipper pulls. And they had the nice big lobster claw on the top and the nice big findy here, loop. And they turn. And these are all glass. So they're very, very pretty. The wings turn. And she has the little lace collar at the top. I think these are going to be cute too. Again, I'm selling them all for $5 a pair. The little zipper pulls, I'm keeping them all the same price, $5. I still have some brooches that I'm going to make. And like I have these ones here. These are not Christmassy or anything, but these little ones, they have like a little flip-flop on them. There's one here with a little resin mermaid. And there's this one here that is a high heel shoe. And it has the little rose, and so put those out as well. So quickly, because a couple of people have asked me to do a tutorial. So what I will do, give me 1 second here because I don't want anything to fall on the floor, and everything in this room is a disaster. So the last thing I want is those earrings and everything on the floor. So quickly, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to put together Mr. and Mrs. Santa. So here is Mr. Santa, and here is Mrs. Santa. So the first thing you're going to need is a 2-inch eye pin. Now, if you're new to making jewelry, an eye pin has a little loop on the end, just like a little eye. And then there are head pins, which exactly is what it says. It just looks like a flat head on the top, just like a little nail. So for these ones, you're going to need the eye pins. Okay, so 2-inch eye pins. So let me grab a couple here. Try to keep everything organized as much as I can, but right here is all beads. So it's just a organized mess. Okay, so what you're going to do first is you're going to put on, let's make Mrs. Claus first. So you're going to need a red bead. Now these ones are the 10mm bead, I believe. I apologize. They might be 8. I don't have one of those. Actually, I can measure it against one of these. These are, they're actually 7. A 7-inch bead. A 7, yeah, it's not actually inch. I think it's 7mm. I apologize if I'm sounding like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I used to have one of those bead measure trays, and it got put somewhere. So I promise the next time we do a tutorial for these earrings, I will be more organized. So I apologize. So get a 7-inch bead in red. And then you're going to need one of those rondelles. Now, rondelle is one of these little rhinestone little beads that go through and kind of sit on top of your bead like that. And then you're going to need another red one, 7-inch, okay, just like that. And then I have these little, I think they're called bead caps. And see, it looks like really lacy little flower thing. And you're going to put your eye pin right through the middle, so it right on the top. And then I have these 7-inch little pearl eyes beads. Let me find one here. So big. Organized chaos. Okay, here we go here. So I have these beautiful little pearlized beads. I love anything that's shiny. So put your little pearlized bead on there. And then grab another one of those rondelle beads, the one with the little rhinestones on them. If you want a different one, you can. You can put the same type that's around her waist. I'm just looking for one as we're talking here in my little heap of stuff. They come in gold and silver. You can get them in colors. I have some in red and green. Okay, here's one here. Okay, so put that on top there. So that's on her head. And then I have, this would approximately be about a 5-inch bead that goes on top. Maybe it's a little bit smaller, maybe a 4. And that sits right on top of her head like that. And then I have these little tiny pearls. The worst part of these ones is trying to get the little pin through, and that sits on top of her head like that. So basically, you have Mrs. Claus done, other than her feet. So now I take my tool. I don't know what this tool is called, but it has the point on the end. You can also clip wires there, and it has a flat piece in there that you can press together. So what you're going to do is, I have a little bit too much wire here, so I'm going to cut off just a tiny, maybe an 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and you do that with that little wire cutter there. And then what you're going to do is, with your end, you're going to hold that wire together. Hold it like this, and your other hand, with your other hand, hold your beads, and you're going to take your hand and turn that underneath like that. So you're making like a little hook. And then put your tool in the back part and give it just a turn up, like 45 degrees. So now your hook is kind of up in the air like that. And then go in with your little tweezers again and turn your hook all the way in. Actually, before you do that, because I just caught myself, you of course want to put your earring on there. Give me 1 second. Let's grab some earrings. And probably have to open a new package. So give me 1 second here. Tons of earrings here. I just have to pick 2 out. There's 1. These little containers are fabulous for separating everything. Okay, there's 2. Okay, so I have these little earring hooks. So get back to your little tool here. Put your earring on your, hook it on. Now you can hold it up by your earring. You want to take your hook now and turn that right under so that your earring is inside there, and turn your hook right under so that there's no way that that's going to slide off. Just let me fix this here, and then I'll show you what I did. And if it's off center or bent to the side, all you have to do is use your little tool to stand it up. So there you go. There's the little earring hooked on there. And so now I have to hook on my little feet. So essentially, you can get these eye pins in different lengths. For me, right now, all I have on hand are the 2-inch ones. So I have to end up cutting these. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to use the head pins. So I have these little head pins, and these are only 1 inch. So I have my little tiny beads, very tiny. So I'm going to put my bead on there, just like that. And see, the head pin just has a flat piece. And so I don't need all that wire there. So I'm just going to cut off, again, maybe about 1/8 of an inch. And then I'm going to go ahead with my tweezers. A little wire is caught in there from cutting it. Okay. Go in with my tweezers. Catch it at the top here. And again, just make a hook. Roll it right around. Not all the way, because you need to attach it to your beads. But see the little hook? Grab it on this side with your tool. Get your little Mrs. Claus and hook that right in there. And then go to the back part of the hook and do the exact same thing. Grab a hold of it with your little tool. You can get these tools on Amazon, Walmart, Michael's, I'm sure Hobby Lobby, or any little craft store. And that's the sound of when it falls off your little tool. Nothing broke. So just have patience. One thing you have to have is patience with this, and you must like working with small little tiny things. If you don't, this is not the thing for you. If you do not have patience, this is not the thing for you. Because just to grab those little wires sometimes can make you want to scream. Like my friend Tucker. Everybody knows Tucker. Where is he? My little goat friend that my sweet friend Susan Tootsie Tucker sent me. So sorry this is taking so long, but I'm just trying to get, it's been a long day, and I'm just, my hands and eyes are not cooperating, so I'm just trying to grab a hold of this wire. Okay, now let me just turn that in, and there you go. So as you can see, I hook that around, and now it has its little foot. So essentially I'm just going to do the same thing with the other side. Get the black bead, cut a little 1/8 of an inch off, and then hook it around. Try to put these on the same way, like if the bump is going out one way, keep the other one going the other way, because they almost look like little knees, and you don't want to have one going one way and one the other. Okay, so that one went on much quicker. And there you go. So I have my 2 little legs on there, and there is Mrs. Claus already done. So I'll show you right quick how to do Mr. Claus. So again, take an eye pin, 2-inch, just like that. Again, we're going to put one of the 7-inch beads on there. If you don't have 7, you use what you have. If you have 5, use it. If you have 8, 10, you design how you like. So then I have these little black little spacers, which is going to be in place of his little belt. I'll tell you, on my first video, I had these little black and adorable little, see if I find them, little rondelles. See these? Well, I couldn't buy them online, and I couldn't buy them at Michael's. I couldn't find them anywhere. See, they were adorable. So I have no more to use, and I already sold the ones that I had. So I'm using these ones now, and guess what? Work with what you got. That's it. So I put the little flat one in the middle, and now another red one on top. And then I'm going to use another one of the pearlized head ones, and then one of the rondelles that have the little rhinestones in them, one of the little 5-inch beads to go on top there, and then one of the super tiny pearls to fit on top. Now, if you wanted to make his little pom-pom go to the side, like the Grinch's, you can just hook this over at the top, and then take one of those little eye pins, like I did, the same as the foot, and you put your little pom-pom on there, make a little hook, and then attach him on the top, and it'll kind of hang off to the side at the top. And I'll show you how I did that with the Grinch. You see at the top here, I just took a separate little piece, and I just put the head pin on there, made it hook, and attached it to the top here before I put it on the earring, and then that way it looks like his little pom-pom on his hat is on the side. But I did the Santas with the pom-pom on the top, because I did the Grinches with the pom-pom on the side. So I thought I'd keep them separate. So now you're going to make your hook and put your earring up there. Again, bend that down, put your earring on, hook your little tool underneath, and bend that in. Make sure that it's completely closed so that there's no way that your earring can get out of there. And then now we are going to put your little feet on again. So again, cut off a little eighth of an inch. Put the little tiny black bead on there. Now, if you want it, I also did on one of them where I took one piece and I put 2 beads on there, did a V, bent the little head pin in a V, put 1 bead on, bent the V, put the other head pin on the other side, and then put a little link on the other side so the bead didn't fall off. And it just had a V in it. It looked the exact same, but it was just put on a different way. Unfortunately, I can't show you that one because I had sold those ones. Once I posted the last videos, I had a few orders to go out in the mail, so I had to make more, and then I started running out of different charms and stuff, and like I said, it would be nice to get this over with. I always look forward to this last craft show because it's such for a good cause, and my husband and I work very hard to do all this for the kids, so that's what it's all for, just for the kids. So you're going to put the last little foot on here. I got them like that. Make your little curve over. Once you start making these, they go a lot quicker. Each time. And just like I did, I just came in and started looking at the beads and started visualizing different things that I could make, like that little nutcracker and stuff like that. Just visualize like the Santa, the Grinch. You'll come up with all kinds of ideas. So there is Mr. Claus. And we already did Mrs. Claus. And now we have a cute little pair of earrings. Here they are. And it took no time at all to put those together, and they're absolutely adorable. They make a great Christmas gift for a teacher or just a friend, anybody, next door neighbor. And it's very, very simple, but very cute. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope, let me know how you are liking the earrings that I'm putting together. I still have a few more that I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to do a couple brooches, so we'll see, because I have some more sewing and stuff that I want to do tomorrow. So I will be back on next week. Actually, I'm going to be back on tomorrow to show you the all the goodies that are baking out there and do a quick video. But next week I'm going to be back on to show you all the things that sold well at the craft show and stuff that I may not do next year. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. God bless to each and every one of you. Well, I'll see you tomorrow anyways. So have a wonderful night. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining me. If you're not a subscriber of my channel, please subscribe. I'm super close to 1,000, like 30-some subscribers away. So close. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, share my channel with somebody else, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.